said she didn't like him at all.
If you didn't have an umbrella.
Oh, here we go.
We're both at our moon cycles, and we haven't found any candy in our pads. You're like, that's right. Yeah. So do you want to remind me where we left off last time?
We had a lot happen last time.
A lot.
We had creepy stuff happen last time. And we also had a setup. And a deal was made. And yeah, honestly, like, I'm really curious to see who this deal was made with. I'm starting to think it's possibly that J.E. went with Jaina and they both, like, have a deal together. Potentially. I don't know if Jay would make a deal with her father. I'm not quite sure. But someone did say she made a deal with someone. So out of the two, I think maybe her sister.
Yeah.
And J.E. saved Sugi again. However, Jaina got taken away by some emergency medical people. So that sure was interesting. And creepy dude was following Sugi because he wanted her to get this stuff so he could sell it and basically take over this area for the candy selling. But yeah, good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah.
We're still not 100% sure if the cadaver that we saw was the girl that's missing or not. But we also had what in the French toast just fell? It don't matter.
Okay.
So we also had some threats from Jay's dad to Sugi, and also it was really just kind of creepy. His fascination with her just creeps me out. He creeps me out in general, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah. But so far, this just gets more and more interesting and more tangled. Especially because when Sugi saw that Jay was trying to save her, she's just like, and she did this with her. Jay touched Sugi's face like that. So, and they're on bad terms right now, too. But, you know what? At the end of the day, Jay may initially had wanted to have Sugi come to harm. Maybe. It's hard to say. She's a very interesting character because you just don't... Yeah, I know. I love that about her, though. So we really don't still know what her true motive is. But overall, yeah, it just gets more interesting. So we're going to read a comment, and then we're going to watch it because I want to binge it so bad. Every time, I'm like, can we binge it? Can we binge it? We have 6 episodes left to go. It's going to be interesting. Anything's still fair. All right, we got Ginger Cat. Sugi returns to school only to find herself in a room face-to-face with her attacker's parents and teacher. Yeah, we got to see Mama Bear come out last time,
That's
too.
right.
So the thing I kind of wanted to breeze past this because it aggravates the sugar out of me. Here's the thing. Shy Girl attacked the princess girl, and she attacked Sugi. But of course, with Sugi being a country bumpkin, an outsider, a transfer student, they're throwing her under the bus. Not just the Shy Girl. Everyone in that class, teachers included, in the principal or headmaster, whatever the sugar she's called, is throwing her under the bus. Another thing that we have to take note is that Jay's dad said he would take care of it soon. So I'm wondering if the deal was made between Jaina and J.E., and then initially Sugi was the one that's supposed to get taken and not Jaina, I don't know yet, by the dad. Because he wants to take care of Sugi because, of course, Sugi's mom is going full-fledged into suing the pants off this man because obviously he killed her husband.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, they had all the students, like, talk about what happened that night, and then all of a sudden Sugi gets called in, and it's just under the bus. And then she calls her mom turns around, probably did a U-turn, goes back to school, and they weren't expecting her to be there. And she basically tells them, what's up, okay?
Yeah.
And it's nice to see that besides J.E., which is confusing Sugi anyway, her mom is in her corner.
Her anyway.
Well, so J.E. is too, but she has like all these different ways about it.
Right.
Mama Bear comes into play, and she's like, this is not acceptable. My child was attacked. It's true. Shy Girl, or Bayam, or whatever her name is, did cut her really badly.
Yeah.
But yet, they're just like, oh, it's her fault. She'll be the one that gets expelled or in trouble. And it's like, bro, for real? But you can see it happening because she's an outsider. She's the country bumpkin. She doesn't belong, according to these wonderful individuals. Let's see. Face to face with her attacker's parents, a teacher and principal. Not a nice situation for Sugi to be put in front of. Sugi's attacker accused Sugi of a candy dealing. The police suspected Sugi's based on hospital camera footage provided by Jay's dad, probably an origami girl setting Sugi up with a locker containing candy and a tip off the police. I agree 100% with that. It's like every single person now, because here's the thing, if we go back to the very beginning of this show, and Shy Girl said, once J.E. like picks you as you're her target on your back because she's interested in you. Sugi reveals that Jay's involvement to the police, but I suspect Jay's father will make sure they won't find any evidence to back this up. Did J.E. set Jaina up to take Sugi's place at the locker? See, but here's the thing. If we go back, and I'm going to keep on doing this, if you go back to the scene when Jay's in the car, she sees her sister, and they do meet up. So I do think this is some kind of a deal those two made. Sugi heads to the locker room underwear to trap. Gets Sugi redirecting to a different set of lockers, and Jae arrives to save her future wife. Jae and Sugi gaze into each other's eyes, and then Jae puts her right hand on her left side of Sugi and caresses Sugi's cheek with her thumb. Yes. Jae then puts her other hand on the other side of Jae's head, or Sugi's head, before taking Sugi's hand and leading her off into the sunset. Well, a train away from the trap, probably. Jae caressing Sugi's cheek is such a sweet, tender show of affection, and the looks they give each other, no straight explanation for it. Cliffhanger Jaina taken by two men in white who bundle her into an ambulance before driving off, followed by her father.
I love the use of the little Vi heart emoji, too.
Oh, I know. I love that, too. I really do think that it makes it seem that Jae did throw her sister under the bus, so to speak. I don't think she would. I do think it's an act, and I'll be curious to see what's going to happen with this one.
Yeah.
Overall, though, dude, this show is, like, man, amazing! So, yes. So, anyway, this should be good. We fixed all of our issues with our audio. Something else was picking up audio, which I was like, that's not our microphone.
Oh.
It was something else, but I fixed it, so it should be golden this time.
Good.
Yes. But anyway, I'm excited. I know you're excited. I wanted to binge this since we first started watching it.
Yeah.
But anyway, are you ready for more?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Jenny.
Okay, yeah.
And we're going to be watching
Friendly Rivalries.
Yeah. If you'd like to watch our full reaction to this episode, you can join our Podia, link down below.
Yeah. We get a synopsis. Okay,
Yay.
episode 11. Episode 11. Ah!
Because they showed the little one.
Origami Girl. Origami Girl did this. She didn't like him at all.
I'm
gonna just take it as a win.
Okay.
Her sister? Oh, she doesn't know. That's true. She's at home.
Oh.
Oh, someone's...
Oh, she thought her sister would be there.
Oh, in her bedroom.
If you didn't have an umbrella.
No leave.
Why is it so tense?
Oh, special box. Oh.
Was that someone?
Someone or something. Sugi. Loser thug, she calls him loser thug.
The whole school has to listen to this.
Dora's like, be quiet.
Oh.
Ah, little smirk. Oh. Oh, we're gonna see Jaina get taken. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, yeah, she does say that's her sister.
Oh.
Everyone's like, really?
I bet she's also out of her mind.
Where's the phone? Princess Girl.
He's like, well, this is inconvenient.
Ooh! Ooh! Meanwhile, in the Batcave, Dora grabbed her. We didn't know she saw her. We know that we know that Shy Girl saw her. She hung up. She's very abrupt. There she is.
They're kind of adorable, sneaking around and spying together.
Woo-hoo-hoo. What is she doing?
Is she on the phone? They were spying on her. Is she spying on Sugi?
Oh!
Yup.
Sure is, Jay.
Yeah, what's with that reaction?
Yeah, she's suspicious.
Oh.
It's about her sister. Yes! Backstory. Okay, here we go.
We get to hear what was said.
Well, it makes sense. She's like her again. Woo!
Oh.
You might be, but Sugi's definitely not.
Oh, why did she walk away?
Oh no! Dora's gonna go too. Oh. Yeah, that's
looking like that.
Oh, dang.
She doesn't answer.
Oh my god! Wow.
She has a naive way, I guess.
Jay's
sly way.
Oh, she's putting the stuff in the toilet.
Oh. She's so awkward.
I know, it's adorably awkward.
So naive and showing it so hard. No!
Oh, that's not Jay, that's Princess Girl.
That is not.
Princess Girl's there.
What is she doing there?
She in a... Oof.
Oh!
Oh, Princess Girl's going in there now. Red hat, hoodie. Haha!
Here we go.
Oh, Jay's wearing pants.
Mm.
Oh? Who is that?
Is that Princess Girl? Little Dora, is that how she was dancing? Or something like this? Was it this?
Yeah. I have a lot of questions.
Uh-huh.
We had
Okay.
a lot happening.
Yes.
So it does seem that J.E. does not know her sister is missing.
Okay.
Unless
Mm-hmm.
she does know.
Uh-huh.
And this is something else she has so many, like, personality traits, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's so uncertain what she's truly thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But who the heck did she make a deal with then if it wasn't her sister? Unless she still did make a deal with her sister, but she didn't know her sister was going to get abducted by the men in a white van.
Mm.
Also, this guy, which is clearly the stupid guy, he knows where the sister is, supposedly.
So he says.
So he says.
He knows that Jay's
He was
looking
there,
for the sister.
though. Remember,
Yeah.
he was there because he wanted to try to get the candy because he wants to, take over this area, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we have him there, which I thought it was him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have potentially Princess. Well, definitely Princess Girl.
Mm-hmm.
In a different dress.
Hmm?
What is her deal? When did she make a deal with this guy? And yeah, Dora's probably like, what's even happening right now?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of questions regarding that.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the phone? I'm
Yeah.
trying to rack my
Good
brain to
question.
remember, like, what happened to the phone. Did someone else get the phone? Because Jay had the phone, okay?
Mhm.
Remember, Jaina and Jay fought over it, went out the window.
Uh-huh.
Well, both of them jumped out the window.
Uh-huh.
And then Jay found it and kept it, right? So where is it now? It was supposedly in her special box, but now it's missing, which is very interesting. We also got some backstory on Jay's dad, and he's still creepy AF, so that's that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be fun to edit.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, I definitely am very curious of what's going to happen next. I do think the club scene was very enjoyable to watch, especially Dora just kind of like
looking real
trying to open
awkward.
this up and everything like that. I am curious, though, as to, like, why Princess Girl is here besides being at the club, right? It's kind of suspicious she was there, and then she's now in the bathroom with the money. So is she in on something? However, if you recall, she also made a deal with Jay's dad, but this might be completely not with that at all. She might just be there now working with the stupid guy.
Oh.
So, who's to say the loser guy? I think it's like lose or something good on her phone. But at the end of the day, that was very short, and I need more. Okay? They always get you in those points of the show where you're like, okay, what the sugar use ended right there. I'm not okay with that. What's gonna happen now that Sugi and J.E. now do see that dumb guy is there? And also, what's gonna happen now that Dora knows that Princess Girl is the one getting the money?
Yeah.
So she's part of all of this too. All these characters, like, they intertwine in a way that does make sense, but also has you ask so many questions. But,
That was interesting to have Dora be the one to discover that it was her. Because they've been friends and they were talking smack about Sugi together and stuff. So it seemed like they were close.
But if you recall, she had some issues with Princess Girl because she's like, why were you, previous episodes, she was asking her questions and stuff like that. So she's suspicious about her too. Because every single one of these girls has something going on. We know this, right?
Yeah.
We have that Dora, obviously, she has this interesting infatuation with certain stuff. She also has, like, horrible back pain, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
She's also very intrigued by this case her mom is a part of. Also, let's talk about the chalk.
Oh, yeah.
On her hand. Now, again, this could be a red herring. Hard to say.
But
Here's
that's, like,
the deal.
sketchy that she found her in front of her home.
It is sketchy, but she's not old enough to do this. What if her mother was doing this, right? Her mother could be the one who's writing these letters, right? Because, she used some pretty interesting terminology last time with those. And I don't think that Dora would have been old enough to do that. But perhaps she found something in the home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe there was also another thing that could have happened too, is another one of those letters is there, and she opened it up because she's so nosy and she got chalk in her hand. There's a lot of things that are played there. I just think they find it interesting she knows where Sugi lives, though. It's like, why do you know where she lives, though?
Yeah.
Why didn't you also say what the conversation really was with Jaina, right? I mean, there's just a lot to go there. It could be the fact that J.E.'s never had a kind word about her sister.
Really know what was said after they got away from the camera.
We don't!
So maybe it was something really juicy.
But she knows about Sugi. Of course she does, because the dad situation. But why? Like, why is she here besides getting that phone? We don't know. Where is she? We
Right.
don't know. Why is her phone back at her sister's room? We don't know. There's a lot we still don't know.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting more interesting and more intricate, and you're just like, okay, the more you add this, the more I want to watch it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're doing a really good job with that. I'm wondering if this is going to end, because now after this, we have only 5 more episodes, which is sad to think about. If they'll do more with this, or if it's going to, like, conclude in a way that just makes sense for everything. But, yeah, I've still got a lot of questions. I also, like, really do want to know why Princess Girl is there. I have some ideas, but I don't know if anything concrete.
I was thinking it was a big deal to see her there in the first place.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's true. I mean, all of these, and then we also saw that, you know, Shy Girl was, like, hiding herself, and even Princess Girl was like, why did you blame Sugi? We don't know. We know Origami Girl's part of it, too. She's the one that made the phone call.
Yeah.
To try to get Sugi in trouble. Did she make a deal with it? I don't know. There's a lot we don't know.
Right.
Because she obviously wanted to throw Sugi under the bus. All these girls want to throw Sugi under the bus. And now it's known that Jaina supposedly was selling candy. And also is known that Naughty is probably gone because of J.E., obviously, because that video was being shown. Which really pissed off the headmistress, which of course it did. But yes, many, many more questions. Yeah. You can also still see, though, that J.E. is, like, hiding the phones behind her back when her dad's there. She's just like, yep, carry on now, sir. I want to say goodnight.
Right.
So, yeah, I still get a lot of questions. Want to binge it?
Yep, of course
we have 5
do.
episodes more. We can binge it. They're only 30-something minutes each. They're so short. Sad.
All right, well, that was, a lot to think about until next time. And thanks so much for hanging out with us while we watch this episode of Friendly Rivalry. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us here and would like to chat in with us live, you can join our YouTube channel, Membership Fandom Live, where we have monthly live streams. Look forward to connecting with you again soon, and we will be sending so much love. Till next time.
Later.